Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Built for Nothing. I'm Rowan, and this is my journey from nothing to something. Alrighty, so it is day 108, and we fucked up again. Slept in, pretty much late on everything, and then we took another nap during the middle of the day. Well, we tried reading, and that went on. We didn't get any back tests today. We did get our run in, and we didn't take any breaks during it, and we got our workout again. But what I've been finding is you got to spend all this work getting your routine in and the discipline to start the routine, and it's like, yeah, I got it now. You take one day and you fuck one day up, and it's like you're restarting. Like it's like you got to try all hard again to get it back on track. But at least for me, that's been my issue, is just restarting and restarting and restarting. And I know I got the I want to do it. Like, I will restart a million times, but it's fucking annoying. And it's like the mentality of it, like I could be on a good streak of waking up and then I fuck it up once, and then it's like I've seen the pattern now where it's like 3 days in a row after it's all fucked up. Like I'm having doubts about today or tomorrow. Waking up, it's 9:22 now, and we just finished our workout and took our shower, and we got a run just before our workout. So that's like 6 p.m. we started our run, which is really bad for timing. Oh. But yeah, even though so TradingView, we logged ourselves out. We cleared all our our browsing history because it was taking up too much memory. It was like 1,500 tabs or something. They're not tabs, but history searches. So we cleared that up, but we didn't realize that took off. We forgot that took off all of our sign-ins. So that's everything, including TradingView, which turned out to, I forgot there's problems with the two-factor, and then apparently they're supposed to give you as one-time master code, and I lost that, so I gotta find out how to get back on there. I have it on I'm logged in on my phone, but they have limited use on the phone, so that's kind of fucking me there. So that's my excuse for why I didn't get back tests. I know I could have got back tests either way. I have this other app, the FX exchange or something. Either way, could have got back tests today, but didn't. I watched a video on it. Watched 2 videos. So that doesn't really count for much. Yeah, so we didn't get our bread made. We didn't get our back test. We didn't get anything done besides worked out in our run. So, getting something done every day is what matters most. Obviously, in the perfect world, we want to get everything done, but it's not a perfect world. I'm realizing that just living around my mom and my sister is just eating away at me because I'm trying to do good, and then it's like the toxicity of having like a little sister that acts like a kid where she can put her garbage away, and then it's like that just accumulates on your mind when you're putting it away, and then you got to redo her dishes for her because she doesn't wash them, and then you got to sweep, and then you don't see her, so like when it's not in the moment you can't really say anything about it because I don't want to be just constantly being that bitch, like just nagging all the time, but it's like, come on, pick up your fucking weight. And then yeah, it's just always something, and it's distracting me from focusing only on me. And that's what I keep telling myself, just focus on only you. But then it's so hard when it's like the messiness and the clutter and everything that eats away at me, like, because it's something I grew up with and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Like, I can handle like a messy desk or anything, but like I said in previous videos, it's something I can clean up in like seconds. I can handle a little bit of clutter here and there, but it's like, if you know, like, you can just clean it like that, and you do clean it, like, pure, like, you don't let it get to that point. That's the thing. Right now I can look around my room and I don't actually see any garbage. I don't see anything I could throw in the trash bin. So it's like, when I go into that house, it's just like overwhelming, hits me, and then that's all I'm thinking about. Like, so I start off my morning with that. I'm always doing everybody's dishes, which I'm not complaining about that. But it's just the consecutive, like, constantly worried about that when I could be worrying about other stuff. And I feel like that draws me back mentally. That's something that really irks me, and then I gotta find a way to move past it, because you can't change. Like, I can't clean it and then have it get messy again, clean it again, because then that's all I'm doing. It's clean it. I can't be doing that. So I have to focus on the more important things. I do need to work on the yard stuff, like my job is, and that's been getting fucked over with all this not getting my stuff done. Because then, like, I dilly-dally. Next thing you know, I'm breaking into that time to get this stuff, like my stuff done, which I feel better when I get my stuff done, but then I think about all the stuff I didn't get done, so it's like, all those little moments where you're scrolling and you feel leisure-like, it's like, you need to be getting stuff done. Or, actually, I watched this video last night, and it's like how people back in the day, like really high intellects, like the ones that wrote books and stuff, they only worked like so often, like they barely worked. And I forget the wording and everything for it, but a lot of people that were of high influence, they had a lot of leisure time, and that's what they used, that leisure time to actually come up with. But they weren't like sitting there like fucking around. Like, they were actually like enjoying the moments and absorbing their thoughts and everything, and really using it as like thinking time, not just scrolling, drinking. Well, maybe they were drinking, but more of a high intellect kind of like sitting and enjoying what nature has to show you, and then taking something in. But like going on walks, reading, that kind of leisure like time, and I need to do more of that when I'm trying to take time, and because you need it, everybody needs it, and that's what I was trying to get at too, is like you spend all this time sitting on your phone scrolling, but it's like you're not actually calming down, you're absorbing all this dopamine, and it's actually racing your dopamine, like your thought process. So if you've ever sat down and tried to work on something on a computer for hours, and you sit down and you do it, you're exhausted after, because it takes a lot out of your mental. And it's like, you might not realize it when you're scrolling because it's just dumbfounded, but like you're actually still using your mind and everything, your thinking, your thought process, and like it's taking energy away from you, and you're not really getting anything from it. So relaxing and actually focusing on one thing, that really helps you. So yeah, I got a lot to work on, I know this. I need to find out how to really crack down on it though, like, because I feel like myself, I'm spiraling kind of, like I do really good, and then it's like for bursts of time, and then I get back down into this shitty mindset, and then sleeping in and not getting stuff done on time, and then napping throughout the day. It all starts with like one little thing that fucks me up. So like the tooth this time, like kind of like something that comes in, it's kind of mandatory, you gotta get it done. Like that was my assignment the other night, which obviously I had control over. And this time it was my tooth again, and then before it was my other tooth that I got taken out. So it's always something that sparks it, and then it's like a roller coaster down. So I need to figure out how to avoid getting hit with those and letting them let them fuck up my routine and everything so much. Yeah, so try again tomorrow for the 5:30 wake up again. It's Monday tomorrow, so we're gonna get Mother to contact, because we can't contact them. It's so stupid, for the RESP money, and see what we need. See if tomorrow, the Tuesday, is actual the proper time, and see if we need anything else, like my certificate or proven hours or whatever from school that I attended. Now, once that happens, like we said, we have backup plans for that, for money, but that should be $4,000, enough to pay off my mom, which is like 5 for groceries and stuff like that. I think, yeah, just groceries. So that's about 500, 600. We can do some more math on that. She doesn't keep track of money, so it sucks, because it's like I have to come up with the most accurate, and I'm very like, I'm trying to be as proper as can be, so it's something that I care about. So it's when you're not tracking it and she's not tracking it, then you got to do your best to guess. And I know she doesn't care, but I care. Yeah, I like to be independent. So yeah, we gotta pay her back, and then we gotta get a couple more. We gotta re-up on some vitamins and stuff, and then we gotta make sure. We really gotta get 100 back tests with this strategy. We're getting a little bit better understanding on how to enter it and what's causing these our entries, so the sweeps and the liquidity zones that we need to be able to catch with our eye. And right now we have our strategy down packed, but we just need to be able to visualize it and catch it real time, which is a lot harder, or a lot easier said than done. Now, that all said, I think the biggest thing is we need to get a routine where we're working like we are. We need the leisure, and that's the hardest point. So I want to take the dog on a walk. I've been saying that for a while after she got injured, but it's like, with all the, like, I'm exhausted 24/7 from running, working out, and trying to work on this, and then when I do get the time, I work outside on the farm stuff, so trying to find time to do leisure stuff has been the hardest, and I think that's something I need to take in. But it's also like, I keep watching these videos where they're like, when you're in the start and you're trying to grind and get somewhere, you don't have time for leisure, and that does make sense to me. It's like, I've used my leisure time up, and it really hurts, because it's like, sometimes you think you need it, but in reality you just need to keep pushing. So, and I don't agree with that. I think you do need leisure, but where do I have the time for it? That's a shitty fucking thing. I don't have the time for it. So I would like to get a dirt bike ride in and take Lucy on a long walk. I might see if my mom could bring us to the beach or something. Maybe we walk back from the beach, but because it's going to take like an hour to get to the lake that's close by. Say like an hour, yeah. It's like 5-minute ride on the bike. Well, 8-minute ride or something like that on the bike. And then, yeah, so somewhere around an hour. Yeah, probably an hour walk. But, yeah. Either way, try again tomorrow. See if we can get this stuff done. We really need to get the bread done so we can have some breakfast, like a more fulfilling breakfast. And we still gotta eat our food right now, so it's 9:33 now. So let's try and get to bed here on time, and we just gotta do affirmations and our video. I think we got our video earlier today. We might have done that. Faceless. So affirmations, post this, and meditate. Alright guys, tune in for the next one. I'm Rowan, and this is Bo from Nothing. Peace.